Hey guys, you have made it. We are at the end of the year, and your AP test is on Monday, May 11th at 4 p.m. It's coming up. So um, you're watching this video hopefully on Monday, May 4th or this week, and you got a lot of work to do. I want to make sure you're ready to go and prepared. I think you've been working hard all year, so hopefully you feel ready. Um, those of you that were on Zoom with me last week, I mean this when I say this. If you want extra practice, if you want to send me your responses to your concept application or argumentative essay, um, there's a lot of prompts on this PowerPoint right here for each of them that you can practice and send to me. So this is important. So look at this at the end. There's a lot of practice prompts, and feel free to send them to email them to me. Then I'll email you back some feedback and make sure you're on the right track. So this week, it's the final week. So there's a lot of things to think about. Make sure you read my directions carefully. There's a lot of things on there about there's a cram for the exam thing on Saturday on C-SPAN. I'm going to do Kahoot reviews on Zoom this week. I'm also going to answer questions. We're going to do a final Zoom meeting Sunday night at 8 p.m. Obviously, this is all optional, but I just want to make sure you have the tools and the resources you need, that I'm here for you to help you out as much as I possibly can prior to this exam. Because I feel the same way that things I'm telling you. I want to finish strong, and I want to make sure that you do the best that you possibly can do on this test. So this PowerPoint goes through everything. Please take a look at all of this. There's stuff in the argumentative essay and the concept application. Lots of tips there, which we worked on last week. So review all of that. Watch the Carrie Lamanna videos again before the test. This week on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm asking you to review these PowerPoints on units 1, 2, and 3. I don't have any videos to go with them, but review these PowerPoints. Also, use this book to help review units 1, 2, and 3. Dig this out. This is a great resource content-wise to make sure you're on top of the content so you're ready to go to write these responses. The PowerPoints kind of break it down for you. I have a video in each unit I'm going to have you watch. Unit 1's Monday, Unit 2's Tuesday, Unit 3 is Wednesday. This book will help you just really to review areas you're weak in. Do a little self-analysis. What things do you feel like you need to study some more? So this will be very, very helpful to you. If you look here on the PowerPoint, 4 o'clock's your test. 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern, you will need to be ready to go. You need to be ready to go an hour before that. Get yourself ready, get your room ready, clear your family out, get everyone else off the internet, have your admission ticket, which the College Board should be giving you here soon, 48 hours before the test. So you're ready to go. You have a clean station. You have cheat sheets of the documents, cheat sheets of the Supreme Court cases. Make sure you have all that stuff together, okay? It's only over units 1 through 3. You should all know that at this point. That's why we're only studying and reviewing units 1 through 3 this week. So make sure you focus on those areas. You'll be able to write the exam, handwrite it, and then take a picture of it, or you'll be able to type it and submit it that way. Really, really important. Make sure you go to College Board. Make sure you click on the link to practice the demo. I sent this out last week. You can demo and practice downloading your responses. Make sure that all your technology is working. That's your responsibility. You have to try that. Make sure you are as set up for success as you possibly can be. So do all of that. That is on you. Make sure you do that. Follow directions. You have to make sure you're on top of things here, okay? This gives you the background. You got to have your ticket 15 to 30 minutes early. Have yourself all set up. Be ready to go. And I know you're going to do well, but make sure you are prepared. This is a great opportunity. I think a lot of people here could do well. Make sure you know the argumentative essay, concept application we practiced last week. Know what those things are. Know the rubric. Know how they're scored. So it's really, really important, okay? Really important. This is a video here that helps you out, gives you some more info about the exam if you want to really kind of get on top of things more. We worked on the argumentative essay last week, okay? I cannot emphasize enough how important that thesis statement is. You have to take a stance and then have a line of reasoning. Okay? I believe Mr. Cusick is the best teacher ever because he does all these awesome things. Make sure you have a line of reasoning because that word's really important because of this. Have a line of reasoning and then back up your line of reasoning with your documents. I would use 2 of the 3 documents for your evidence, right? You have to have 2 points of evidence. I would pick 2 of those documents. And honestly, I would work backwards. Read the question, think about what document you want to use, and then craft your thesis to match what documents you're going to use. Craft your line of reasoning because it will help eliminate factions. There you go. You just set up Federalist 10, right? Work backwards and then write your thesis so the documents will fit your thesis. That's the best way to do it. But if you don't have a thesis, the best you can get is a 2 out of 7 on the argumentative essay. Thesis, thesis, thesis. Make sure you have the line of reasoning. Really important, okay? And of course, you should all know at this point, we talked about it. We set it up. This video is awesome. Watch it again. Make sure you understand it. Double check it. Go over it. All of those types of things. Really important. We talked about the paragraph structure last week. First paragraph should be just your thesis. Second paragraph should be your first piece of evidence, explain, and then provide reasoning. That last sentence of your second paragraph should connect it directly back to the thesis. Third paragraph, your second piece of evidence, which should also be, in my opinion, doesn't have to be, but one of those required documents. It's safer for you to do it that way. Explain the document, connect it back to the thesis, reasoning. You have 25 minutes, so you need to be on time, but also make sure you explain everything and provide that reasoning, connect it back, show you understand government, and then you can connect it and support your thesis and your argument. The last thing that I want to talk about here, and you could go through all of this, and like I said, there's all these prompts here, okay, from each unit. If you would like to do these prompts and practice this, send me your responses. I'll give you feedback. I'm not requiring any more argumentative essays, things like that this week, but for some of you, this would be great practice, and I really mean it. I want to give you feedback. I want to help you. So if you're weak on this, or if you're weak on concept application, or if you just want to feel more comfortable with it, send me an email with your responses, and I'll get back with you with some feedback as soon as I can. The concept application, the conceptual FRQ, is worth 40% of your exam. And the big thing you need to understand here is respond to the action verbs. If it says describe, you have to describe. If it says explain, you have to explain. If it says in the context of the scenario or connect it back, you have to connect it back to the scenario they give you. If you don't do that, you won't get the point. So you have to pay very, very close attention to what they're asking you to do. It is up in the air how many points that are on this rubric. Typically it's 3, but they've insinuated it could be 5. It's still worth 40% of the exam, whether it's 3 or 5. Doesn't matter. But it might be identify and explain. Identify, you get a point, and then you have to explain, you get a point. Pay very close attention to the action verbs and do what they tell you. And if they say describe, they really mean you have to describe. If they say you need to explain, you have to go in depth and explain. You'll have 5 minutes for each part. Pay attention to time. Okay, get right to it. You know your government, you studied this, you've gone over this book, you know what's going on. Show them you know what's going on. If there's a government word in the question, you're going to have to explain that word. Okay? Let them know you know what it means. Okay, so really important. Explain every word in it. Make sure you're clear. Once again, last thing here, there's lots of there's a rubric there, but there's lots of practice questions. I've got a bunch of them here. Practice them. Send them to me. Let me know which one you're doing, and I'll get back with you with some feedback. Again, this is really helpful. Listen to this video. This video explains action verbs, what it means to describe and explain. Okay? So really, really important. I know you're going to do well. If you have questions, I know this is a different process, and there's a lot going on. I can clarify for you. Mrs. Massey can clarify for you. But you need to be an advocate. You need to make sure you understand what you are doing. Your technology is working. You've practiced it on College Board. You practiced these questions. I want you after the evening of May 11th to feel good about yourself, to feel good that you put everything into it and you've done your best. I know this is a difficult time and there's a lot of other things going on. I want to do my best, and I want you to do your best to come out of AP government feeling good and getting college credit. So thanks for watching. I'm here for you. Contact me anytime. Come to the Zoom meetings this week. Tuesday, 11 o'clock, big time Kahoot, all 6 classes. I'm going to give a prize to the winner. I'm going to send something to you. So I haven't figured out what that is yet, but I'll find something cool, okay? Or something interesting to send to you or have for you next year. And then Thursday, we're going to have more Kahoots, Unit 2, Sunday night at 8 p.m. We're going to have Zoom meeting, questions, Kahoot, final thing prior to the test, 8 p.m. Sunday, May 10th. So any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. It's been an interesting year. I've enjoyed having you on class. We'll do a wrap up after the test and everything, but take care, guys. Good luck. You're going to do awesome.